Welcome to Financial Friday on the Charlie Ward Show, where money talks, crypto walks, and the pound, well, it just hopped on chain. I'm your host, Demi, and today we're zooming across the globe, checking in on all the biggest movers and shakers in the markets, politics, commodities, and crypto. Starting in the UK, BCP Technologies just dropped the UK's first FCA registered pound backed by stablecoin. TGBP 1-to-1 backed, totally redeemable and primed for DeFi. Tokenized asset and lightning fast payments. This isn't just fintech, it's fintech 2.0. Moving on to Coinbase. Coinbase CEO comes calling. Brian Armstrong landed in London to sweet talk policymakers about fixing the UK's crypto rules. Why? Because Brits can't even buy on Coinbase right now without full compliance. The outlook and opinion? The UK isn't behind its booting up. Regulation means clarity. Clarity brings capital. And TGBP, it might just be the bridge between the blockchain and your high street debt card. Whizzing over to the States, Ripple and the SEC still paused. Ripple and the SEC have just asked the court to keep their appeal paused whilst they work out a settlement. The SEC's got until August the 15th to update the court. The deal, rumoured to be $50 million down from $125 million. Plus, the ban on institutional XRP sales might get lifted. XRP ledger states daily active addresses up to 300,000. 2,700 wallets now hold over 1 million XRP. Integration with Cardano, DeFi tools and Ethereum sidechain on the way. The outlook and opinion? This could change the SEC's tone. Less regulator rage, more let's negotiate. Huge for crypto. XRP isn't waiting. It's onboarding, integrating and growing. By the time clarity comes, XRP could be a household name. The Fed holds rates steadily. Fed Chair Powell says they're pausing hikes, but inflation's still sticky. Cuts? Maybe later this year. Judy Shelton's gold crusade. She's back in the media as a potential Fed chair. And her pro-gold and Fed stance could shake up global monetary strategy. Let's jet to the east. Digital yuan expands. China's pushing its digital currency globally. Belt and Road partners. E-commerce, the works. Meanwhile, they're shredding US treasuries like last season's fashion. Evergrande sells off. The Chinese property giant is liquidating assets fast. And yes, they're still trying to save face in global markets. The central bank commentary, their governor just said the future of money is a balance of sovereign currencies. The outlook and opinion, China's playing the long game, diversify reserves, scale digital currency and build an all-global order one yuan at a time. The dollar, it might finally be getting a worthy challenger. Russia, from the Kremlin to the crypto. What if Russia limits energy or oil flows? Let's play out the scenario. Oil goes offline or unlimited. Brent crude could fly past $100 in hours. Inflation, back with a vengeance. Energy bills, fuels, transport costs all spike. Fed rate cuts, forget it. They'll hold or even hike again. Defense and energy stocks, straight to the moon. Crypto short-term wobble from fear, but Bitcoin could boom later as a hedge. The global ripple effect, poorer nations reliant on energy imports crushed. US and EU likely forced to release strategic reserves. China might quietly cut massive deals with Russia for energy security. Swift alternatives rise. Sanctions? Russia struggled developing its SPFS system and dealing in rubles with China. Ruble resilience amid rising oil prices and reduced dollar holdings. Russia's currency isn't collapsing, it's recalibrating. Outlook and opinion. In this game of geopolitical chess, Russia's not playing checkers. Expect them to profit quietly from high oil prices and a distracted West. Vietnam just passed a crypto law set for 2026. Blockchain businesses are eyeing the region as a growth hotspot. Manufacturing boom thanks to the US. China tensions. Vietnam's exports are booming. Electronics, textiles, and now crypto too. Triple treat. Outlook and opinion. Vietnam might be the next Singapore, efficient, fast, and on the global radar. Blockchain developers, take notes. Hopping to the Gulf. Oil bond innovation. Iraq's trying a bold new play. Oil-backed infrastructure bonds. It's part of a plan to rebuild finances and civil trust. If successful, this model could redefine how resource-rich nations fund development without the IMF breathing down their necks. Down to Africa, gold reserves rise. Zimbabwe's central bank is selling gold to replenish forex reserves. Inflation is still a monster, but they're getting creative. Back to basics, gold is trust. Zimbabwe might be showing other struggling economies the way forward through the vault. And the RV isn't happening this week. Beer, inflation and protest. The booze revolt garners Association of Drunkards. Yes, that's real. Threatened mass protests over high alcohol prices. 16 million followers and they're not sober. Sometimes the best macroeconomic indicators are what people really care about. And apparently in Ghana, it's their pint. Let's spin the globe back to gold. Gold overtakes the euro in reserves. Gold is now the world's second largest reserve asset, beating the euro just behind the dollar. Central banks bought over 1,000 tons in 2024 alone. Silver's catching up. Silver's up 10% this month, quietly doing its thing. The outlook and opinion, gold isn't just a hedge anymore, it's a plan with a fiat confidence slipping. Central banks are hoarding bullion like it's 1965. And the crypto wrap, coins, tokens and tangents. Genius Act passes. This stablecoin regulation bill passed the US Senate and could be law soon. Coinbase stock soaring. Bitcoin holding strong, still hovering around $55,000 to $60,000, holding up as a hedge while everything else flails. Outlook and opinion, don't watch the prices, watch the policy. Regulation and adoption equals maturity. The casino days are over. Geopolitics, breaking news, bases on lockdown. Military lockdowns in the Middle East. Every major US base in the region is on lockdown. Oil hasn't spiked yet, but the risk is there. The outlook and opinion, markets hate uncertainty. Gold, oil and defense stocks will be your early indicators. One flare up at a time. One flare up and we're talking $100 oil and delayed Fed action. Tech and AI. OpenAI joins the DoD, $200 million deal signed. OpenAI lands a massive contract with the Pentagon for AI-powered tools, counter-drone tech and national security partnerships. Outlook and opinion, AI isn't a tool anymore, it's infrastructure, and this proves it. Final thought and forecast, show wrap-up takeaway. Unregistered crypto mining might sound niche, but in Russia, it's part of a broader tug-of-war control versus decentralization. If Putin turns off the energy tap to squeeze compliance, we won't just see a crackdown on crypto, we'll see the global economy sweat again. This story is bigger than Bitcoin. It's about power, literally and politically. So as we bring Financial Friday to a close, take a breath, because the markets aren't the only thing moving fast. From XRP, whales stacking quietly, to Russia's digital miners dodging the tax man, from the UK sneaking the pound onto the blockchain, to Ghana's booze warriors threatening revolution. One thing is clear, We're not in the old financial system anymore. It's a world where gold overtakes the euro, where digital currencies outpace paper, where AI signs defence contracts and oil flinches at the sound of drone strikes. And while everyone's arguing over the charts and headlines, the real game, it's happening backstage when central banks hoard bullions like pirates, where blockchain becomes infrastructure, where the world silently prepares for a post-dollar age. Don't just follow the money, understand its language, because the ones who read the code, not just the news, are the ones writing the future. My advice, stay curious, don't fear the chaos, map it. Zoom out when the noise gets loud, zoom in when opportunities whisper. And remember, money may talk, but wisdom listens. I've been your host. Thank you for joining me on another Whirlwind Financial Friday on the Charlie Ward Show. Make sure you catch up with XRP boys, Paul Brooker and Zesta Zerfos. And obviously don't miss the daily news with Charlie Ward every day on charlieward.com. Until next time, keep your eyes on the chart, your heart in the game, and your feet firmly on the ground. Until next week, bye-bye.
Hi guys, this is a personal message from me. If you see a video on Facebook, you are following an imposter. I am not on Facebook. I have not been on Facebook since June 2020 when they removed me. Please redirect to watch all of my videos at charlieward.com. All official social media links are on my website. We urge you to stop following fake channels. I will never message you in a video. I will never ask you for money. I will never message you privately. I will never contact you directly. I will never ask you to email any information directly. I will never sell you cryptocurrency or any currency or ask you to open a quantum financial system wallet. Please do not get caught by these scammers who are out there. I do not endorse other truthers so that an imposter can say that I've said this. I will not ask you directly or indirectly to open a quantum wallet. So please be careful. If you want to check out the validity of anything, contact us directly via our website at charlieward.com. There's a contact page there. We have a customer care team there to help you.